Hello everybody and welcome back to my kitchen. The recipe I will show you today is a classic Spanish dish in a unique version. Greek style paella. Wonderfully blended flavors of the Mediterranean featuring seafood and meat cooked with herbs and bulgur. A dish that steals the limelight. So let's begin to make a Greek style paella. First of all, I have to tell you that I don't have the traditional pan for paella, okay? Because I know that nobody has this lovely pan at home, I will use a normal pan to make sure that everybody will prepare this dish. Now, instead of rice, in this recipe we will use bulgur. Bulgur is actually a smashed wheat. It's a very classic carb for Greeks. We love bulgur. It's in my diet every single day. To make a paella, we need some seafood and we need some meat. So, for seafood, I have these lovely prawns and I have some mussels inside the fridge. Now, for meat, we have some Greek sausage. You can use any sausage you like, and some chicken breast. Now the secret to make a good paella is to make sure that everything will caramelize in perfection. How we will do that with a small pan? We will do that in batches. If you don't have the big pan, you have to make sure that you will do the procedure right. So I have a pan that is smoky, nice and sexy. And first of all, I will add a touch of olive oil, salt and pepper. And I want to make sure that I have this caramelization on the pan to give that taste to the paella. Now, I will add my prawns here. And I don't want to cook them through. I don't want to overcook the seafood. I will cook the prawns and I will set them aside to add them to the very end to make sure that they will not overcook. First, I have to sear them a little bit, and at the same time, I will start preparing the other ingredients. Now, the next ingredient that I will have to prepare is, first I will prepare my sausage. Here is a Greek sausage. It's full of herbs and taste. I think my prawns are ready from the one side. I will flip them over. This is exactly what we want. A sort of caramelization, and at the same time, this stickiness will stay into the pan and will give the flavor to our paella. Now, the prawns are almost seared and ready, and I will carry on with the chicken. Again, I will make it easy to digest, so I want small pieces to make sure that I will completely cook it. If you cut it into small pieces, look at that, everybody will taste a little bit of chicken, everybody will taste a little bit of sausage, everybody will taste a little bit of prawns, so everybody will be what, like this? Exactly, my friend. Now, I will take off my clothes and I will set aside my lovely prawns. I have to tell you again that they're not cooked through. They're not completely cooked. We have to carry on cooking them, but not now. It's not the time. Now, I will leave them aside. And as you can see, I have some stickiness on the pan and I will add more stickiness. How? With the sausage and the chickens. Now, as you can see, caramelization still is on, and I always want to cook the chicken with the sausage to make sure that all the flavors from the sausage will go straight into the chicken. Now, I will carry on with what my friend likes. Exactly. With the veggies, I have spring onions, a carrot, some garlics and an onion. I need to chop everything. First I will start with the onion. You don't need to finely chop the onion. Just make sure that you will make small pieces. Bravo. What's happening here? Look at this color, huh? Now imagine what's happening into the pan, because we have the flavor of the prawns, we have the flavor of the sausage, we have the flavor of the chicken, and something tasty will happen in the future. The carrot is ready and we will carry on with the spring onions. Now, if you have a huge pan, you can do the whole process by adding all the ingredients at the start. But if you have a small pan, you have to make sure that you will make it the way I'm doing. Now, the veggies are ready. And if I add all the veggies now, I will not have caramelization. So what I have to do, my friend, like this, again, I will take off the heat, the chicken and the sausage. Oh, and now in this pan, I have flavors from chicken, sausage and prawns. Now, last time that I'm adding olive oil into the pan and the veggies go in. Now, we are almost done. We just need a sort of caramelization to our veggies. And at this point, with the veggies, I will add my bulgur in and I will saute with the veggies. And now I'm not using that anymore. I need a spatula. And now, caramelization on the veggies, tick. Caramelization on the chicken and with the sausage, check. I need some cherry tomatoes in, check. I need some stock in, check. And now it's time to cook through the bulgur with all the other ingredients. Now, to the very end, I will add some saffron. Saffron is a lovely spice. Some peas, the prawns, and what else, my friend, like this? Yeah. And the mussels. Now, mussels, prawns, and peas goes after the bulgur is ready, and of course we will add all the lovely herbs and some lemon to make it more sexy. Now, be patient for about 10 to 15 minutes, it depends on the size of the bulgur. Some bulgur is thick, some bulgur is thin. So in 10 to 15 minutes the bulgur will be ready. We'll add the rest of the ingredients, we'll cover a little bit for 2-3 more minutes and then we'll add all the lovely herbs. So my bulgur is ready. As you can see, we want some liquid inside. We want to be not very stiff. We want to be almost ready because now it's time to add the rest of the ingredients. As I told you, here is the lovely prawns. Actually, we want to cook them with steam. The same thing will happen also with what, my friend, like this? With the mussels. These are Greek prawns and these are Greek mussels. Very tasty because it's all the Mediterranean Sea inside. And if you want to know how to clean and prepare your mussels, we have video in our YouTube channel. And of course we have some frozen peas. You can use fresh or frozen instead, depends on what do you want. Now it's time to cook the mussels, my friend, like this. For how long? Lower the heat. For about 2 to 3 minutes. In 2 to 3 minutes the mussels will open and that means that the mussels are ready. At the same time, the prawns will be completely cooked through because we seared them before and now we want to cook the meat inside. And actually, we will cook in perfection because the chicken will be tender and not overcooked. The mussels and the prawns will be perfectly cooked. The peas will be perfectly cooked. Everything will be perfectly cooked. And then we will have to add a little bit of flavor. What is the flavor? Lemon juice, some basil, some parsley, and of course I have seasoned my stock, so I didn't add any salt and pepper. If your stock is unseasoned, then you have to add a little bit of salt and pepper to the start, and then you will add a little bit to the very end. Okay, now 2 to 3 minutes, be patient, and then we'll have the best Greek paella ever. And the paella is ready. I want to apologize from the Spanish people to call paella a bulgur thing. I know that probably I will have comments underneath the video like what the hell you are talking about, this is not paella and stuff like that, but guys, sorry, I don't want to insult you. This is a Greek style paella, okay? So I can do whatever I want because I'm Greek, okay? Sorry. Now, it's time to serve this lovely Greek style paella. Now, I have to give some tips. First of all, we have to taste a little bit of the bulgur. to check the seasoning. The seasoning is very important and it depends from the stock. If the stock is salty, then you don't have to add a lot of salt, but if the stock is not salty, then you have to add a good amount of salt. But you have to remember the seafood, the prawns and the mussels, what they have inside. See, my friend. So when the mussels open, they will take all these lovely juices inside the bulgur and actually will give a little bit of salt. So that's why we always add the salt and the pepper after we add the seafood. You got it? Now I have to check a little bit. In this case, I need some salt, not a lot. It's quite tasty, oh my god, you can taste all the flavors for everything inside. So I will add a little bit of salt. I will add a touch of olive oil because I want to taste the olive oil into the paella. And if you have seafood in a recipe, what else you have to add, my friend, like this? Acidity, okay? Acidity, even if it's vinegar or lemon. Now in this recipe I will add some lemon zest. And of course, I will add some lemon juice. Now, first the zest. It will give this lovely boost to our recipe. And of course, we want the juice from the lemon. And when you're adding juice of lemon inside this recipe, you can feel all the taste of the seafood 10 times more. Because actually it boosts up the flavors of every single seafood in the recipe. Now, what else we need from this recipe? Some herbs. So I have some basil here. You can add any herbs you like. We are making a Mediterranean recipe, that's why I will add a little bit of basil. But if you want to add something else like thyme, rosemary, mint, you can do it. We want this boost of the fresh herbs. Here I have some parsley and some basil. I will mix together. I will add them into the recipe. Mixy mix. Oh my god, look at this. Bulgur is a miracle ingredient. Now, it's time to taste a little bit of this lovely paella. Can you see that? The texture. It's perfect, sexy. You can see that the food is juicy but not runny. This is exactly the consistency we want. Oh my god. Some basil to the very top to make it more Mediterranean. And of course, a touch of olive oil. And some freshly ground pepper. Lovely. Absolutely stunning. Now, if you want to give it a boost a little bit more, to make it more Greek and more sexy, here I have some feta cheese. Now I know that all the Spanish people will be, no, don't do that! You already destroyed the recipe, don't do anything else, but it's a Greek style paella, so please let me grate some lovely feta cheese on top. Oh my god, this is sexy, this is absolutely stunning, and this is a dish you can do in under 20 minutes. The first thing that everybody have to do is to make comments underneath the video, okay? Because we want to have Spanish opinions and of course some other opinions. Make sure that you will subscribe to my channel, make comments under the video, and of course share this lovely recipe with your friends. What else? Don't forget to follow in social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Viber and TikTok, and please visit my website. akispetretzikis.com is the #1 website in Greece with Greek recipes to make sure that your diet will become more tasty, more complete and more Mediterranean. See you next time, bye bye, γεια σας, and I will join my paella with Lakis, Mihalis and Valia.